सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुभाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यान्श्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो मत्स्याद्यवतारेभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। आद्य शंकराचार्यवर्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। Let us, after saluting the Lord in all the avatars and the Lord's forms only in the form of all the rishis and gurus, let us do the most divine, sacred activity of chanting the Bhagavata mantras, trying to see the artha, the meaning of that. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Ekadasha Skandha Muktirhitva Anyata Rupam Sarupena Vyavastitihi Atha Shadvimshodhyayah Sri Bhagavanuvach. Chant from mantra 25. Good mantras they're all. Om Evam Pragayan Rupadeva Devah स ऊर्वशीलोकमथो विहाय आत्मानमात्मन्यवगम्य मां वै उपारमज्ञानविधूतमोहः ततो दुःसङ्गमुत्सृज्य सत्सु सज्जेत बुद्धिमान् सन्त एतस्य छिन्दन्ति मनोव्यासङ्गमुक्तिभिः सन्तो नपेक्षामच्चित्ताः प्रशान्ताः समदर्शिनः निर्ममा निरहङ्काराः निर्द्वन्द्वा निष्परिग्रहाः तेषु नित्यं महाभागेषु मत्कथाः सम्भवन्ति हितान् नॄणां जुषतां प्रपुनन्त्यघं ताये शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति ह्यनुमोदन्ति चाद्रुताः मत्पराः श्रद्धानाश्च भक्तिं विन्दन्ति ते मयि भक्तिं लब्धवतः साधोः किमन्यदवशिष्यते मयि अनन्तगुणे ब्रह्मणि आनन्दानुभवात्मनि यतोपश्रयमाणस्य भगवन्तं विभावसुं शीतं भयं तमोप्येति साधून् संसेवतस्तथा निमज्जोन्मज्जतां घोरे भवाब्धौ परमायतनं सन्तो ब्रह्मविदः शान्ताः नौर्दृढे वाप्सु मज्जताम् अन्नं हि प्राणिनां प्राणः आर्तानां शरणं त्वहं धर्मो वित्तं नृणां प्रेत्य सन्तोर्वाग्बिभ्यतोरणं सन्तो दिशन्ति चक्षुंषि बहिरर्कः समुत्थितः देवता बान्धवाः सन्तः सन्त आत्माहमेव च वैतसेनस्ततोऽप्येवम् उर्वश्या लोकनिःस्पृहः मुक्तसङ्गो महीमेतां आत्मा रामश्च चारः। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे षड्विंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अथ सप्तविंशोऽध्यायः। उद्धव उवाच क्रियायोगं समाचक्ष्व भवदाराधनं प्रभो यस्मात् त्वां ये यथार्चन्ति सात्वताः सात्वतर्षभ। एतद्वदन्ति मुनयः मुहुर्निःश्रेयसं नृणां नारदो भगवान् व्यासः आचार्योऽङ्गिरसः सुतः। निःसृतन्ते मुखाम्भोजात् यदाह भगवान् अजः पुत्रेभ्यो भृगुमुख्येभ्यः देव्यै च भगवान् भवः। एतद्वै सर्ववर्णानाम् आश्रमाणां च सम्मतं श्रेयसामुत्तमं मन्ये स्त्रीशूद्राणां च मानदः। एतत् कमलपत्राक्ष कर्मबन्धविमोचनं भक्ताय चानुरक्ताय ब्रूहि विश्वेश्वरेश्वर। श्रीभगवानुवाच न ह्यन्तोऽनन्तपारस्य कर्मकाण्डस्य चोद्धव संक्षिप्तं वर्णयिष्यामि यथावदनुपूर्वशः। वैदिकस्तान्त्रिको मिश्रः इति मे त्रिविधो मखः त्रयाणाम् ईप्सितेनैव विधिना मां समर्चयेत्। यदा स्वनिगमेनोक्तं द्विजत्वं प्राप्य पूरुषः यथा यजेत मां भक्त्या श्रद्धया तन्निबोध मे। अर्चायां स्थण्डिलेऽग्नौ वा सूर्ये वाप्सु हृदि द्विजे द्रव्येण भक्तियुक्तोर्चेत् स्वगुरुं माम् अमायया। पूर्वं स्नानं प्रकुर्वीत धौतदन्तोऽङ्गशुद्धये उभयैरपि च स्नानं मन्त्रैर्मृद्ग्रहणादिन सन्ध्योपास्त्यादिकर्माणि वेदेनाचोदितानि मे। पूजां तैः कल्पयेत् सम्यक् सङ्कल्पः कर्म पावनेम। शैली दारुमयी लौही लेप्या लेख्या च सैकती मनोमयी मणिमयी प्रतिमाष्टविधा स्मृता। चलाचलेति द्विविधा प्रतिष्ठा जीवमन्दिरम् उद्वासावाहनेन स्तः स्थिरायामुद्धवार्चने। अस्थिरायां विकल्पः स्यात् स्थण्डिले तु भवेत् द्वयम् स्नपनं तु अविलेप्यायाम् अन्यत्र परिमार्जनं द्रव्यैः प्रसिद्धैर्मद्यागः प्रतिमादिषु अमायिनः। भक्तस्य च यथा लब्धैः हृदि भावेन चैव हि स्नानालङ्करणं प्रेष्ठम् अर्चायाम् एव तूर्ध्व। स्थण्डिले तत्त्वविन्यासः वह्नावाज्यप्लुतं हविः सूर्ये चाभ्यर्हणं प्रेष्ठं सलिले सलिलादिभिः श्रद्धयोपाहृतं प्रेष्ठं भक्तेन मम वार्यपि भूर्यप्यभक्तोपहृतं न मे तोषाय कल्पते। गन्धो धूपः सुमनसः दीपोन्नाद्यं च किं पुनः शुचिः सम्भृतसंभारः प्राग्दर्भैः कल्पितासनः आसीनः प्रागुदवार्चेत् अर्चायाम् अथ सम्मुखः। कृतन्यासः कृतन्यासां मदर्चां पाणिनां मृजेत् कलशं प्रोक्षणीयं च यथावदुपसाधयेत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ॐ यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमतिथितीर्षतां तमोऽन्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। कृष्णप्रियं सकलकल्मषनाशनं च मुक्त्येकहेतुमिह भक्तिविलासकारी सन्तः कथानकमिदं पिबतादरेण लोके हि तीर्थपरिशीलनसेवया किम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवतमहापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ षड्विंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच। Spend a minute, just keep Lord Krishna's form in front in the heart, live dynamic form. Do pranam at his feet. Keep in front the Bhagavata Shastra. Feel that every shloka, every mantra, every shabda, every akshara of his Bhagavata is nothing but the Chaitanya Maya Bhagavan Krishna only. And do pranam to that Maha Utgrantha Mahabhagavata Puranam. Then remember Sri Mahavishnu, Brahmadeva, Sanakadimuni, Narada, Vedavyasa, Shukadeva, Suta, Vaishampayana, Rishi. Who are the main Bhagavata Acharyas from beginning? Do pranam to their feet and request them to give us the ability to understand Bhagavata as well as reach through the Bhagavata Adhyanam and Sadhana, the stage to reach which the Bhagavata has come from their mouth through Parampara. And remember one's own Guru, touch the feet of the Guru, pray to that Guru. O Guru, I am feeling I am your disciple devotee. With all my inabilities, inefficiencies, insufficiencies, ignorances, innocences, immaturities, yet the Badhyata responsibility is given to you to take me along with you on this path. Then tell to oneself, to one's own mana buddhi, hey mana, hey buddhi, hey indriya, how long you involve in the rasarahita jagat of jadata and dravyata. Please start turning towards the Bhagavata rasa aswadana. O my tongue, chant Bhagavata mantras every day. O my eyes, look into the Bhagavata mantras. O my mana, feel the greatness of Bhagavan and feel the deep devotion to Him alone. O Buddhi, every moment, everywhere, is there anything other than Bhagavad Mahima and Bhagavad Kripa? Why don't you recognize it? You have such a capacity of thinking, inquiring, doing research and contemplating. Finally, tell to oneself, hey Ahankara, enough of playing the game of villain, enough of playing the game of self-destruction. Now, play the beautiful sport of surrendering at his feet. Play this beautiful sport of becoming absolutely empty and offer to him. Give him chance, allow him, O ego, O Ahankara, to play his song through us. To him, let him express, let him do what he wants. Through you, don't have your own projects, don't have your own self goals. The only goal is surrender and allow him to sing his song of bliss and ananda, sing his song of prema wherever we are, his song of seva. In this way, 10 minutes every day, when we remember the Bhagavan in all forms, in the Gurus, the Bhagavata Shastra, and also tell to ourselves regarding our initiation as well as travel in the Adhyatmic sadhana, the required transformation quickly happens in us. With this, let us do our study of 26th chapter of 11th Skandha, Mukti Skandha, and here also first portion of Pururavopakhyanam sin. Second one we are seeing from the mouth of Bhagavan Krishna, the Santa Mahima, Santa Gunagana, as well as our Satsanga with the Santa, how it helps us the best way. Therefore, our commitment to go to the Santa and listen Satsanga and reach to the Sat Vastu, the Paramatma. Before that, if you see that interesting discussion, Evam Pragayan Upadeva Deva, he was so much in inquiry, contemplation regarding where he went wrong. Who? That Pururava. The result of which was Urvashi Lokamatho Vihaya, he has freed himself from everything other than Paramatma. Then what we do? He developed jnana through satsanga. In the light of that knowledge gained and practiced, what happened to that Pururava? Atmanam Atmani Avagamya Mamvai. He is discovered his essential self. He discovered his duty as a jiva. Now is no jiva as a samsari. He discovered the transcendental me, Parabrahma. He discovered the immanent me, the Ishvara. When these all experiences came, in him all the past did. Mistakes were totally gone away. In the present, he is in the experience of Paramatma. In the future also, nothing can create doubt in him. Like once we know it is no more a snake, it is a rope. Thereafter, the delusion of the snake and consequent any type of fears, etc., like they are not there once the rope is seen. So too, because he has through that jnanam, his experience of Atmanam Atmani Avagamya Mamba happened. The consequence was Vidhuta Mohaha. This is the underlining point which we have not stressed in our earlier classes. Therefore, we are just touching that. From him, all the delusion has gone. You can say both the delusions of sleep of ignorance and the delusion of projection of the dream. Then he is awakened to as if the truth of the waking. See these three avasthas? In sleep, absolute ignorance. In dream, nothing but projection. So the delusion of both sides types of not knowing what is the self or the God is gone away. Therefore, the projection of the dream of imaginary thing also gone away. That is called as Vidhuta Mohaha. Jnana Vidhuta Mohaha Uparamat. Once you reach the destination, there's no more even thought of going anywhere. When the thought itself is not there, why will there be any prayatna or that effect, preparation as well as the prayatnam? No. Therefore, the thoughtless, preparationless, effortless state of being is called uparamatu. Jnana vidhuta moha. Our goal is this. No more moha. Like we have where to reach, how to reach, for what to do that. Sab moha hai. Some of us might be little bit understanding and going, or the faith in the Guru and Shastra we are moving. Still, there is so much moha, both the doubt about the goal and path, moha about again getting distracted here and there. All that will end. Vidhuta moha, jnana vidhuta moha. Such a clarity of experience, after that, there is no chance of any confusion or delusion. This is what in this one shloka number 25, the goal and means, all of them are told. The first means is sing that song. Thereafter, go get that inner vairagya, urvashi lokam ato vihaya. Go to the Guru and listen from him the Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha. Do Vicharana, understand and meditate on that. The result is Atmanam Atmani Avagamya Mamvai. He has experienced his own real self. He understood that real self alone is a self everywhere called Brahman. That self only through these upadhis expressing as functional individual for these purposes. The same Parabrahma is expressing through the upadhi of Maya as the Ishvara at the total level. All the four he understood. What is Jiva? What is Ishvara? What is Atma? What is Brahma? From the Atma and Brahma standpoint, they are one without second. From the Ishvara Jiva standpoint, the Ishvara is the Lord, the Jiva is his follower. The Jiva surrenders to the Ishvara and avoids by all the injunctions, rules, guidances given by Ishvara. That's what Hanumanji always. In the self, he knows he and Rama are one. As Rama is Ishvara, he knows he is his Bhakta and Amsha. And outside, he knows he is Paramatma and he is the Sevaka. Atma-buddha, Deha-buddhya dasosmyaham, Jiva-buddhya tadamshakaha, Atma-buddhya tamevaham, iti me nishchita matihi. Hanuman. Each of us also should be finally like that. The moment you close the eyes and withdraw from all the upadhi, we are one with Brahman. The moment we come to the level of upadhi using immediately the jiva in us with zero of any purpose of his own. The only purpose is what Ishvara wants to achieve through me. Surrender to him. Only his instrument. That clarity is called Vidhuta Moha. We each will have to reach to that level. Now we are getting information. We start thinking, we get the clarity, we start doing sadhana. One by one step, when we reach, all the distances are crossed, are covered. Lo, one day we are in that experience. And what helps us achieve all this? What helped him was satsang, helps us also is satsang. Therefore, to be going to satsang, to go to the satsang regularly, to go to satsang sincerely, seriously, and to make best use of satsang every moment. What we need is the commitment. And that commitment comes to us when we know the greatness, the grandness, the glory of the satsang and the giver of the satsang called as the Sant. Therefore, Bhagavan is taking up that topic. Like once we know the importance, goodness of anything, we go for it. Any object, very less cost but very good quality, we go and buy it. A beautiful, good thing has come to the town, whichever, if it is to be seen, you go and see. If it is to be bought, we go and buy. If it is to be entertaining or enjoying, we go and do. In the same way, most of us don't know even little also about the greatness and compulsion, necessity of the Sant and Satsang in our life. Therefore, we discard. Like in our daily diet also. So many things which are unwanted, which are harmful to the body, we don't know them like that they are unwanted and harmful. Therefore, we keep on consuming them and spoil our health. In the same way, easily available, most beautiful, important ingredients are there for our health every day. Somehow we don't include them in our diet. Therefore, those benefits of that particular thing doesn't come. Like any a तुलसी पौधा नमस्कार करके तो उस तुलसी माता दो पत्ते लेके डेली खाओ. It has such an औषधि गुण. From like that onward, hundreds of things every day. I'm talking about the consuming things. In the same way, we never are understanding that we are suffering in life only because of dussanga. Therefore, we are not leaving it and taking it as a useful thing. Which the example of Pururava with Urvashi. Urvashi is not outside, she is in the mind. Please remember. Then equally, we don't know the importance of Mahima of Satsanga. Therefore, we are not willingly putting effort going there. Some of us are going, but till the punyam is there, we are going. After that, we are not intelligent enough to ward off all the obstructions which pull us away from satsang to stay there. Back, some or the other powerful things are pulling us like the ropes, tying us and taking us away from that satsang. उनको हमें काटना है. How do you do that? The Mahima of the Satsanga and Santa deeply when it is registered in our heart. You know, like every time we give this example, when the children know the Mahima of the parents, that they are the Pratyaksha Devatas, they are the only one in the whole universe who, without any expectation, have total love for us, expressing in the form of every type of sacrifice, including their life, for the sake of us. If any of the youngster children know it, will they by any means, for any reason, forsake parents? Will they leave them and go? Even if it were a very attractive salaries in all the countries, फॉरेन गए इतने डॉलर पैसे कमाने के लिए. What about parents in the joy of being with the parents, serving them, available to them at the time of the need, enjoying that wonderful relation of the mother and child or father child? सब दाव पे लगा दी. And not only the mistake of children, it's the parents also. A true parent never says the children to go and join and study in the hostel. What hostel? Shut up. Be with me, that's it. You be here and study here only. Nonsense. Can you get those years of missing with the parents back? No. The intelligent parents never send their parents to hostel, children to hostel. And this is happening today because parents also want some stupid, funny freedom. Because the children act like Rakshasas, so put them in the hostel so that we can have freedom for our own nonsense, watching of TV, going here and there, all the useless things. You understand? To some extent they are there, not that everybody is like that. A true parent-children relation, they stay, they take the job which already being done by the parents. What you want, any work you do, get money for survival. If you are spiritual. If your goal is spiritual. ऐसा नहीं है जिनको then they go, they send all funny thing going on. In the same way, those who understand the greatness of Guru, Mahatma, Sadhu, Santa, they won't leave them either outside in the company, also inside in the mana. That Rishi Smarana, the Guru Smarana, the Sadhu Smarana, the Santa Smarana. Can there be any greater sadhana than that? You will see in Ramayana tomorrow day after, for this Yajna, Ashwamedha, all saints and sages Bhagavan Rama calls. And you and I also every day closing eyes. All the bhaktas, Mahatmas, Gurus, Rishis, whosever names we know, if we can remember once, that itself is a great upasana sadhana which keeps us on the track. Remember all the Sapta Rishis. Remember all the Gotra Rishis. Remember all the Upanishad Rishis. Remember all the Munis. Remember all the Jnanis, Santa, who have given us Prakarana Granthas. Whomever you can remember, do one namaskar to them. 5 minutes लगता है बस उतना ही. Remember, Parabrahma Smarana, Ishvara Smarana, Guru Tattva Smarana, Sakala Guru Smarana, Rishi Smarana, Muni Smarana, and whoever the Bhagavan's avatars, their Smarana, which hardly takes 5 minutes, we must do every day. If you have more time or you can manage time, you can do upasana of them for half an hour, 40 minutes, which is the entire topic of our next chapter 27 on the request of Dhaji. It's called as Kriya Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, which we have to do as a Kriya, means action, which takes us to Bhagavan. I'll tell you that in the first 5 slokas, the Mahatmya of this Kriya Yoga or Upasana itself is so lofty and beautiful. Kar sake tabhi ho karna. This is the initial stages, which alone can pull us from falling further down and down, can make us stabilized. This is the only thing which can cleanse us, purify us of all nonsense. This alone can set us on the path of infinite, path of the liberation, and this alone slowly guides us towards that. If this much is not understood, and taking refuge at the feet of the Guru and Santa, little sadhana if you are not doing, and whatever avakasha of being with the Guru or Satsang also, maybe on the name of business or busyness, if you give up, We are the most unfortunate fellows. We are living life, but we have already committed suicide as a sadhaka. I pity some people who used to come to class and stop now. Somewhere they must go. I pray for that. Not necessarily they come here, but wherever you go, go. Don't miss sadhu satsanga. That's the only thing which reminds us continuously of the goal or purpose, which is ultimate, for which we are born as human. Nobody else can do for us. Everybody is doing only dussanga for us, and with that, we are only getting in the whirlpool of the tufan of the samsara of the karta bhokta karma karma phala janma marana jara roga. We have to be very careful in this regard. See, in life, no, whatever life we live outside, we don't know. But some of the salient such things, important things, we have to be fixed about. We have to fix about. You know, for too busy in business and earning the money, fix yourself up to age of 55, I will do. Later on, I'll start involving in spiritual. Fix ho jao aur karo. Which is a minimum I am saying. Minimum. And keep on feeling for it. Other than that, few other fixed thoughts. मर जाऊं लेकिन शास्त्र अध्ययन नहीं छोड़ूंगा. मर जाऊं लेकिन द गुरु गिवन वट साधना गिवन द गुरु वो नहीं छोड़ूंगा. मर जाऊं दैट भगवान का रोज पूजा नहीं छोड़ूंगा. मर जाऊं दैट आई नॉट फॉरगेट माय गुरु एवरी डे. Few things we have to be fixed about. They only help us. The example and proof is we only. We are fixed about our classes, therefore we are on the track. And those few 5 days, 6 days, any of you who have missed the class and regularity, you can understand where were your minds. Totally body identified and sleepy laziness, totally senses identified and going for all enjoyment of objects, total mind identified and with all the whims and fancies of mind, with such a funny thoughts of attractions, attachments, aversions, fighting with the people. 5 6 days छोड़ दो सत्संग. जिन्होंने छोड़ा उनको पता है. We are an example for that. We are fixed. Therefore, our tuning to the God is happening. More than this, the Lord is watching from up above. Yes, their mind is fixed in the first step of sitting in the vehicle, being driven by the Guru and God across the ocean of samsara towards moksha. ये वो लोग अगर इंश्योर करते हैं गुरु एंड भगवान कि हमने इंश्योर किया, फिक्स हो गए हमारे इस सत्संगति में, then you can see it's only a question of little more clarity has to come to mind. In that clarity, the three aspects are there. One is we know what's prarabdha, we go on accepting it and living it. Second is we have the clarity of sadhana and we know how long it will take for siddhi. Third, we are sure that we are consciously doing something. These three will happen. Then we don't worry about when will the result come and all. It's in his hands. So fix about few things. Yeah. Therefore only these are the discussions Bhagavan Krishna started saying. He said only one sentence, one sloka, total only in 10 or 11 mantras. But it is the quintessence of all the glory of Sant and Satsanga, which has been repeatedly studied, contemplated, so that our conviction to be there is strengthened. एंड डोंट टेक इट फॉर ग्रांटेड कि हमने 10 दिन पढ़ लिया इसलिए हो गया. 10वें दिन पढ़ ली, 11वें दिन छोड़ दी. अगेन वी फॉरगेट द महिमा ऑफ सत्संग, वी गिव अप सत्संग एंड वी गो बैक फॉर दुस्संग. And for us who are no more going outside for any dussanga, the dussanga is inside only the devil called as mind. And in the mind, any thought other than Paramatma is dussanga. The outer dussanga you can give up because it's only depending on your choice to go or not go. But inner dussanga of the vasana, the mana, it will not easily leave. That will go only throughout life, many lives. The outer satsanga we take inside, and inside we are always in satsanga. Again, for this also our example. It is not that we are doing class 1 per day. 6 classes per day we are doing, and yet see the dussanga of the mana. How many loads of asanas we brought. How much of the strength of the habits of dussanga we have. How much still illusion, delusion, confusion is there in us that we are still seeking the world outside. देखो कहाँ पहुंचे, कुछ नहीं, थोड़ा ही। इतना करने के बावजूद अब कितना करने का है, दसो, करते रहना। मीन्स what we are doing is at least making us know. See, our one result of being regular in class is it is making us very humble, because at what level of our antakarana and our conviction and sadhana we are there. Zero only. 0.001%. Knowing that itself is the first achievement. Thereafter, then what to achieve, where to reach, or what to achieve, then how to do. In that, the position of Bhagavan, His grace, the position of Guru, their grace and guidance, position of my own free will, ये सब धीरे धीरे दिमाग में घुसने लगते हैं. This is how the process happens. Yeah. Now we have seen yesterday, Tata Dussangam Utsrujya Satsu Sajjeta. This is called the proof of your buddhi. Totally, when you have given up these two words, Utsrujeta Sajjeta. We have stressed one day on the word Sajjeta by half an hour explaining. But equally powerful is the first sadhana before that, Utsrujeta. Utsrujeta मतलब दूर जाके फेंक के आना, कि ताकि वो फिर से हमारे नजदीक ना आ जाए. दूर उत्सृजेता. Ut means उत्कृष्ट दूरेन सृजेता, कि again it won't come to us and we don't go there. Like the dead rat. Don't put it in the kidiki, you don't put the ventilator. You will go out and throw in such a far of distance that उसका थोड़ा भी बदबू ना आ जाए. दूर छोड़ के आना. दूर, any of the cat or a dog, if you don't like, it's always around loitering, spoiling the place. दूर छोड़ के आते. And one day that man fed up of that, his own pet dog or a cat. He just wanted to throw it. He went so distant, he threw it. Then he lost the way of home. Then he called it home. Luckily, phone is there. Worried at home, everybody. Where did you go so many hours? He said, I came to throw away this fellow dog or cat. Which caught that one, जो ब्राउन वाला, ब्राउन डॉगी तो आ गया ऑलरेडी, घर आ गया यार, उसको दोबारा भेज, मुझे रास्ता भूल गया. To follow that fellow and come home. So our life is like that only. We leave all the things, again they come back. ऐसे भेज दो कि दोबारा आना जाए. That's called utsrujya. Okay. Now the sadgunas of Santa, we have 3 days seen. Anapekshaha, Machittaha, Prashantaha, Samadarshinaha, Nirmamaha, Nirahankaraha, Nirdvandvaha, Nishparigrahaha. In this lavish form and in his completeness, very less places, the Santa Mahatmas, great finer gunas, which are so much required for the disciples or bhaktas, are mentioned. It's so beautiful it is. And these are the shlokas, सुबह दोपहर शाम. Actually मनन चिंतन करना चाहिए. ऐसे संत मिले, बस उनके चरण पकड़ना और खुद भी उनके स्पर्श से धीरे धीरे इस स्थिति में आना. May we also become sant for others. First let us reach. Okay, at the feet of Guru and learn from him in this way. Now, after seeing these two slokas, today I am not touching that, because 2 days sufficiently we have seen that the word there, Vidhuta Mohaha, we could not fully explain, therefore we took up that topic today for some time. Now, straight away, come to the mantra 28. He, having those above qualities, the Santa, how he expresses those qualities, the above said, are only one thing. Or what is the next seventh quality of Santa? Is this one. What happens in him, around him, about him, and to whoever go near him. This is what another proof of Santa Mahatma. Excellent shloka. Teshu nityam mahabhaga mahabhageshu matkathaha sambhavanti hita nrunam jushatam prapunantyagam. Teshu nityam mahabhaga महाभागेषु मत्कथाः संभवन्ति हितानॄणां जुषतां प्रपुनन्त्यगम्. This being a very important shloka, the Bhagavan Krishna wants to attract the attention of Uddhava. And how to attract? When you address him cutely, lovingly. Many a times he did. Here though, more than addressing Uddhava lovingly, Bhagavan is addressing lovingly as well as respectfully. He says, Hey Mahabhaga. Now see the Mahima of Paramatma there, kindness and compassion of Paramatma, that along with teaching to Uddhava, he is blessing Uddhava in anticipation in two things. One thing is, you will definitely practice whatever I am teaching. Second thing is, through that practice, you will definitely reach to a place where I am expecting you to reach. How do you say Swamiji? Because see the two words used. Teshu Nityam Mahabhaga, again Mahabhageshu. Means what? In those Mahabhaga Santa Mahatma, my kathas go on all the time. That is the main sentence. We are going to see it. Now, in those Mahabhagas, my satsang alone goes always to tell that Bhagavan for Uddhavji also use the same addresser, same name as an addresser, He Mahabhaga. ये महाभाग उन महाभागों में मतलब क्या हो गया ऑलरेडी भगवान हैज जॉइंड द नेम ऑफ उद्धव इन द लिस्ट ऑफ महाभागास इट इज इन एंटिसिपेशन बिकॉज ऑफ ही हैज सच ए फेथ इन उद्धव so throughout life he has seen uddhava as nothing but surrendering and doing only one bhagwan what bhagwan wants or says bhagwan also knows even I live avatar I will do that only and he'll become mahabhaga and the proof of it is I told you few times. Two proofs come to us. One proof is what? In Badrinath. During that second half of the year, after the kapat band होने के बाद अक्टूबर में till again Akshaya Tritiya gets opened. Do you know whose upasana all the people they do there? उद्धव जी का ही करते. उद्धव जो उत्सव मूर्ति there. उद्धव जी को ले जाते हैं to that Pandukeshwar. Then 6 months there, the Ravalji or whoever they appointed, they do Uddhava Puja as a representative of Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Narayan there, Badri Narayan. Mahabhag ban gaye. You understand that? One proof is that Bhagavan what he anticipated and told Uddhava that addressed him by the word Mahabhaga, Uddhava proved in the future. First is, he did meditation so great way that he has merged in Lord but still remained as a Sevaka, as an Uddhava, Utsava Murti for Narayana, he is there. Second thing is what? After the Krishna gone and all these Pandavas also went away, when the Parikshit was Raja there in Hastinapuram, Delhi, Kaurav Pandav subsequent, all of them. Pandavas gone, Kauravas have gone. Then Yudhishthira made Parikshit son of Abhimanyu as the king there for Hastinapuram. Same time, here the Vajranama becomes the king. In the Mathurapuri, we will see all that in Bhagavad Mahatmya of the Skanda Purana. After this 12th Skanda is over. And who is Vajranama? He is the Lord Krishna's son Pradyumna, Pradyumna's son Aniruddha, Aniruddha's putra is Vajra. Nava. Now this Vajranama has gone there, but the whole place is empty. No people were there, very few were there. Few of the Krishna Patnis were there, whom Arjuna has brought from their place when Lord Krishna said, you take them. Some remained. Some were even traveled by, or en route with Bhel Kirata, or Arjun ka bhi ladai hota hai wahan. Now point is what? To this Vajranama as well as Parikshit and to all the, whoever the remaining Krishna Patnis are there, to all of them, the ultimate beautiful knowledge of Bhagavata again is given by Uddhava only. Bhagavatkar. Where is Uddhava there? In Vrindavana. Behind every डाली पत्ता फूल पौधा पेड़ और लता जो भी है हर एक के पीछे उद्धव जी बैठे रहते हो proof that they prayed and he became pratyaksha and he gave the Mahatmya Bhagavata and Bhagavat Katha. उन्होंने कहा after that it is said that even Vajranama hands over his kingdom to the child and he along with all these his own great grandmothers who are the Krishna's Patnis and all who are remained, they all go to Vaikuntha. We will study that portion. Means what? It is not an accidental or sarcasm or anything. Then the Bhagavan addressed Uddhava with Mahabhaga. It also is a point to tell you and me also, with the company of this Mahabhaga, Santa Mahatma, we also will become the Mahabhaga. Not to show off, boast off, but to complete our life's mission. So I explained to you the both words, Teshu Mahabhageshu. जिनके पास भग है वो लोग भाग्यशाली हैं. And what is bhaga? We have seen in Vishnu Sahasranama, Telugu people know it. ऐश्वर्यस्य समग्रस्य धर्मस्य यशसः ज्ञान वैराग्य युक्तस्य षण्णा भग इतीर्णा. So Mahabhaga means, that's what is the definition is given. Earlier slokas 7-6 lakshanas say the lakshana of the bhakta or santa, because of which he is called as Mahabhaga. Here also the next lakshanas are told about the santa of the santa, because of which is called as Mahabhaga. Mahabhaga means Mahabhagyashali or Mahabhagavad Darshan अनुग्रह के भाग्यशाली और उसके योग्य जो है उसको महाभाग कहते हैं. हाईली फॉर्चुनेट, हाईली ब्लेस्ड. Therefore they have the experience of Bhagavan and they can tell about Bhagavan to others. इसलिए तेषु नित्यम महाभागा महाभागेषु. It should be chanted like this. हे महाभागोद्धव तेषु महाभागेषु. In and around those Mahatmas of Santa, whose lakshanas are told in the earlier mantra, Teshu Mahabhageshu Nityam. Nityam is not daily. Nityam is all the time. 24 into 7, not by. 24 by 7, 24 into 7, Nityam. What goes on? Mat Kathaha Sambhavanti. What happens in them, around them, is only Mat Katha. Bhagavat Sambandhi Katha alone happen all the time. Because there is nothing other than Bhagavan in the universe. And there is nothing more greater, sweeter, tastier, happier than Bhagavan and Bhagavat Katha. When that is fully understood and experienced, how can they talk about anything else? Like for the parents or grandparents, their grandchild at certain age, of the 6 months to 1.5 years, is such a cute fellow, doing all the funny things, naughty things and all. They relive their childhood with them. Therefore, they're so happy with them. All the time they think about those fellow, and whoever come, they talk about that child only there. That time. बाद में वो नालायक he starts showing his original form, then they get vairagya. I expect it. I hope it. That fellow comes and enchants the grandmother so much that she gets vairagya from Swami and Satsang and gets associated with the Dussang. Yeah, मेरे को छोड़ के जाते हो तो मैं दुस्संग ही कहूँगा. In the same way, Nityam mat kathaha sambhavanti. Now, is it not important sentence to pause and understand? Therefore, for us also a hint is given. If we want to become Santa, in our house also, all the time, in our around house, Bhagavad Katha only should go on happening. Mat Kathaha Sambhavanti. They are, Hitaha means they are for the Hita of the entire universe, of everybody who is coming there. Hitaha. Then Nunam Jushatam. Jushatam Nunam. Those who are consuming, drinking that Katha Rasa Swadana, Katha Pana, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam, Rasa, yes, Shunvatam, Rasajnanam, Swadu Swadu Pade Pade. We have studied in the Mahatma and all that. So those who are doing Jushatam means those who are consuming it, to those Nunam, what is the result of that Katha? Prapunanti Agham. Agha means sin. Punanti is fully cleansed off. Pra means all types of agha. Only 2 aghas are there, totally given up. Removed. One agha is Bhagavan is not there. Second agha papa is Jagat alone is real. These 2 the papas are removed. And because of these 2 only, all other identity with the Panchakoshas as a jiva, taking other people also as competing jivas, taking the world and objects are real, forgetting the Lord totally, and believing the senses and the mana, and whatever they are demanding or projecting, running for that, and continuously doing one papa, that is forgetting Paramatma. As a result of which, to so many lives they are sent to, sometime even in Naraka, because the papas done. That is called as Agham Punanti Prapunanti. Only Bhagavad Kathas have the final effect and result of cleansing of the agha of the Ajnanam, Avidya. Technically, Vedanta Bhasha mein. There's no other way. Therefore, whoever, the two sentences here are, in short, whoever, they are the Mahabhagas, inside home, around home, what goes on happening all the time is Bhagavad Katha, point one. And whoever go on consuming that Katha from the mouth of them, their Agam goes away. Again, for us, this is an example. Nityam, we are listening to Gurudev and the Guru Parampara speaking from this dayas. And slowly, the confusion, misunderstanding, doubts, these are all the papa, they are going away. And we are becoming purified in terms of knowing Paramatma to be the goal, in terms of spiritual sadhana to be the means, in terms of only for that purpose we are given this chance of human life. The rest of the world is only dharma, seva, and prema. To serve the world, to love the world, and also to fulfill the duty. Other than that, we have no any other relation with the world. This is a purity. And that conviction should come, and that is what we have to live. This is happening to us slowly. Is it not? और थोड़ा करते जाना और थोड़ा करते जाना, वो फिर आता ही जाएगा हम सबको, कोई डाउट नहीं है. Now, yesterday we said we want to just talk for 6-7 minutes, 5-6 minutes about what are mat kathaha. What are the kathas in the company of the Mahabhaga go on happening, either in the inside or outside. This is a million times we have heard. Every day we listen that only. And but because the topic came, we think we should think that it's appropriate to talk about them. Only two kathas are there of Bhagavan. One katha is the Nirguna Nirakara Parabrahma Katha. Second is Saguna Sakara, that Ishvara Katha. Is it not? They go on happening. And the Nirguna Nirakara Brahma Katha will happen in this way of making us prepared through the teachings of Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dhamma, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshutvam. Okay, the 6 plus 3, the 9 qualities given. Thereafter, here the Katha is the Shravanam. The Shravanam of what? Mahavakya straight away. Tattvam asi, ayamatma brahma, prajnanam brahma, sarvam kaluidam brahma, aham brahma asmi. This is the Katha Niruda Brahma ka hota hai. All the time. That's what we are doing. Morning we are doing Nirguna Katha, Sayankala Saguna Katha. What a beautiful thing. What we are doing is exactly matching with Lord Krishna. What he is saying. Some of the aspects at least. And then today I was feeling bad. I should not share with you. तो यार हमारे दोस्त ही हैं. I was feeling bad in a month's time. Both Rama avatar will be over in Ramayana, Krishna avatar will be over in Krishna Bhagavata. मेरा हम क्या होंगे, हम अकेले पड़ जाएंगे. डर लग रहा था मुझे, क्योंकि as long as the katha is going on, we are always in touch with them. डेली राम स्मरण हो रहा है, कृष्ण स्मरण हो रहा है, कितना मजेदार. बट कोई गल नहीं, अगेन यू कैन स्टार्ट, अगेन लॉर्ड इज विथ अस. बाय द वे, पॉइंट. So in that mat katha of the Nirguna Nirakara, how you are that, the gurus try to teach us by all Shruti Mata quotations or shlokas or Upanishads, along with all the logics that are given, all the vada that are given, all the upamana given, etc. So they tell you about how the world is not real, the Bhranti. Further, they give Rajju Sarpa example, Shuktika Rajata example, Sthanu Purusha example, then Ushara and Jala example, one aspect. Then they give all the example of the relation of the mud pot and mud, the relation of the waters and the waves, the relation of gold and ornaments. At a higher level, they give the examples of the iron ball which is heated. Now it has become red hot iron ball. Even higher level, they give us the examples, logics of this the burning mashan which is moved alata prakaranas. These are all said in Vedanta as different discussions. Sometimes they give the space example using the vada of the avacheda. Sometimes the example of the reflection in the water and mirror, which is called as pratibimba vada. Is it not? These are all called as kathas. They see to it that through all these examples, logics, the intellect of the students, audience, sishyas is soaked in the correct understanding of the truth. And what we are doing nowadays is our morning Upanishad. Tomorrow is the Nirguna Katha is starting for us Upanishad. Saya Esho Antara Hridaya Akasha. Already it started. Goal is Nirguna, but to prepare ourselves, we are taught the Upasanas. In the Vedanta class, Upasana means the in the mind's zone, continuously the entertaining the thoughts of goal, the Parabrahma, and the means of purification itself towards him. The means which take us near him called as purifications, उसी पे फोकस करना उपासना. लक्ष्य को निरंतर स्मरण करते हुए मार्ग में निरंतर चलने को उपासना कहते हैं. In the Vedanta marg. In the Bhakti marga, we are going to see in a minute's time. So in this way that we are taught these kathas. And when we go further in Taittiriya, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman, which is said in the sixth Anuvaka, it will be repeated in the next two only. So Oshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipashyateti. Again it is said again at the end of sixth Anuvaka as a Falashruti, it will be repeated there. And in every of the Upanishads, we know Mat Katha what it is. Beautiful, these 1100 and above Upanishads, they say. Among them, 200 and above, they say they are available. उसमें से 108-10 जो है printed form में है. Among them, the 11 are the major Upanishads which are commented by great acharyas like Shankara and all. Therefore, they are called major. Content-wise, major, minor ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. All Upanishads teach the same Brahma Tattva. But in their lifespan, they could comment on these 11, which is sufficient for any student. So, Ishakena Kata Prashna Mundamanduktya Taitriya Aitareya Shvetashadara Chandogya Varadharanyaka. They are the 11. Some of them add many other small Upanishads. They are minor, they Kaivalya Upanishad, Mukti Upanishad. कितने आप लिस्ट तो लिखते रहो, बहुत सारे. नारायण उपनिषद, सूर्य उपनिषद, गणपत्य सर्वशेष उपनिषद, सूर्याक्षी उपनिषद. Then Atma-bindu Upanishad, there is Sita Upanishad is there, Rama Upanishad is there, Kali Santarana Upanishad is there, Gadvat Tatharva Shirsha Upanishad is there, Rudra Upanishad is there. I just give a number. I'll one of the day read out for you all the 108 Upanishads names. It is in one of the Grantha, name of all Upanishads is there. पर नारद परिव्राजक उपनिषद में या कहीं है, जहाँ भी है मिल जाएगा. These are all the ones mat katha. Teshu nitya mahabhageshu mat katha sambhavanti. These are the mat katha. निर्गुण निराकार कथा है. एंड हर दिन तीनों चीज जिंदगी में होना है. सुबह सुबह मत कथा ऑफ द ब्रह्म तत्व, सायंकाल में मत कथा ऑफ द सगुण साकार तत्व. थ्रू आउट द डे his own expression of the world, where we are just keeping him in the mind. The world is he only, keep on serving him. Thus, never giving the chance to the mind to project anything other than Paramatma. Anything other than Paramatma is projection of mind. Like anything other than the rope is projection of the mind. Rope alone is real. Paramatma alone is true and real. And anything other than Paramatma is not there in Paramatma. It is in the projection of mind. Give not chance to that mind. You understand? The mind should have only these two options. One, go into Nidra Avastha. If you are awakened, just to see Bhagavan everywhere, that's it. Nothing other than this. You have no right to imagine anything other than Bhagavan. Because anything other than Bhagavan is not only it's an imagination and truth, but it also makes us forget Paramatma, and it takes us in such a wrong route where we end up only in dukkha. See, in all those examples, the mirage water also leads to dukkha. The rajata in the shuktika also leads to dukkha. In the sthanu, when you have the bharantya purusha, that also leads to dukkha. And when you see the sarpa in the rajju, the final result is dukkha. Mat katha is this. And wherever this is going on, remember that is the satsanga, and that person is the santa. All the time that. Formally the classes go on, informally also anybody come. To their questions and formalities or pleasantries, a minute they respond. But other than that, their questions would be only this. Is your sadhana going on well? Is it not? And they will like such questions only whoever come to them and ask, Maharaj, thoda upasana bataiye, sadhana bataiye. That is called as Santa. If any Santa is talking anything of the world more than for 1 minute or half minute, he is the Sant in the making. अभी पक्के नहीं. You understand? Like in Gurudev's Tapon Maha lectures. They don't talk anything of the world, even with a little bit for some humor or to give us an example. But the main theme is only Parama. Tapon Maharaj तो examples भी नहीं लेते दुनिया के. Any 2-3 examples to be taken, they are already widely available in Upanishads, Shastra, he will quote that. Like Bhagavan Shankara. Any number of books you read, he will only quote Shastra, Upanishads. Some places, some outer examples, he will take en route to Gangaji with disciples, then he explains Bhajagovindam, etc. Bhajagovindam is a Ashu Kavitvam, a thing which has come out effortlessly, spontaneously from the mouth of Bhagavan Adi Shankara. The slokas 19 from his mouth and the 12 from his 12 list, or 14. 17 from his mouth, then 14 from the children, his students. That when they were going en route. है ना, सैर कर रहे हैं कुछ काम के लिए, तो देखा एक एक सीन में old man when they saw first shloka they remembered. People were fighting for the wealth. Second, remembered means it came out of him. Second, when the people were worried for the money, he spoke the second one. When there is attraction, attachment, he spoke the third one. When people are just wasting the time without doing anything, he spoke the fourth one. In some place we saw, people are sending away, throwing away father at home. Then he said the fifth, sixth shloka. The other place, then the wife is told, आखिरी बार देख लो, husband मर गए, वो डर रही है, नहीं जा रही है. He spoke the seventh shloka, eighth, that one, fifth, sixth. Then children are playing. He went to a park. Children playing, youth are wasting the time. Oldies are sitting under a tree and only talking nonsense. Then he spoke the seventh one. So this is how that happened. But in and through that, the Lakshya Paramatma, Jivana towards that only he taught. Other than that, no nonsense. I'm talking about Nityam Matkataha Sambhavanti. Now I'm redefining some words. We are learning the definition of some words. Any thought, word, deed in which Bhagavan is not there is Maya. Or any thought, word, deed other than Bhagavan, anything is Maya. Same thing I said both ways. There is nothing called Maya. Maya is not shown. You are in Maya. You can see yourself. If I'm not saying Bhaja Govindam, anything I am saying I am in Maya. Because other than Bhagavan, there is nothing. Anything is there is only Maya projected. So if you are not thinking, talking, seeing Bhagavan, you are seeing Maya only then. It's a simple definition. Easier definition. For understanding also, no complications in that, and practice also. And for practice, this thought or explanation is more useful than anything else, because only two things you have to do: become aware of what's happening through our body, speech, and mind. And once it is not God, immediately understand that you are in Maya, shift it to Bhagavan. Okay? अब करते जाओ. माया खींचती रहती है और भगवान की तरफ जाना पड़ता है. वो माया के खींच को छोड़ देना और मौका नहीं देना भगवान में रहना. That's it. Everything. Like I am sitting for food. Food is bhogya vastu, I am a bhokta. You are in Maya. Food is given to the Lord, it is offered to the Lord, now it is a Naivedya, it's a prasadam now, I am taking as His blessings. You are already in bhakti, sadhana. In this way, all the time. That is a nitya. So, here Mahabhaga, Teshu Mahabhageshu Nityam Matkataha Sambhavanti. In that, the Nirguna we spoke. In the same way, in them, the Matkataha, Matkataha, Machitta, Madgata Prana, Bodhayanta Parasparam, Kathayantashamam, Nityam, same said by Bhagavan Krishna himself. There also, here also Krishna is saying. Ki only the Katha Bhagavan are the two Kathas in the Saguna Sakara. One katha is all the avatara leelas. Second is everything which is happening in the outer world every moment. It is nothing but Bhagwan's katha only. That way we have to see. Only Nirguna Brahma seeing is that Nirguna katha. Saguna, whatever leela happening in present in front of your eyes, in and through that also, when you are able to visualize Paramatma's presence, then you are doing the Saguna Sahakara Mat Katha. And further, the basis is the entire Bhagavan's kathas which are given to us in those 108 Puranas. They say 108 Puranas, in which Bhagavan's all avataras, all the Leelas are given. And remember, Bhagavan's avataras are these. First, it is Mahavishnu according to Vaishnava Bhaktas, or it is Mahadeva according to Shaivites. The Mahavishnu Bhakta, they will Mahavishnu. They go Pancha Brahma, they talk. And then the Shaiva Agama, thoda unka alag hota hai. Jo bhi ho, it is only way of putting it. What is there is one. And his Leela is what? Srushti Sthiti Laya. And that Mahavishnu or Mahadeva, koi bhi lo naam. Ab Bhagavad Puran padh rahe hain, to we call it Mahavishnu. He alone is for Srushti Sthiti Laya has come as Brahma Vishnu Maheshwar. Leelas of that. And the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar are the knowledges, intelligences. And the knowledge needs the Shakti to operate. The Jnana and Kriya. Together is the action. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, that is Jnanam. Yatra Partho Dhanudara, that is Kriya. Tatra, there only Vijaya Bhruti Dhruva Nitirmatir Mama. That's the last sloka of the Gita. So that's how things are accomplished. Like I have to have the knowledge how to cook, but I also have to Shakti. The Dravya Shakti and also Karma Indriya Jnana Shakti, then only I will do it. So to here also, Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara Jnana aspect and the Shakti aspects are, here the Saraswati is called as a Lakshmi, is called as the Maha Shakti or Parvati Devi or Durga, whatever name. See, everything is matching. Then they don't do everything from their own side only. Then they have the subsequent. Brahmadeva has got his own subsequent team brought out of himself only. Whether you call them as the Saptarishis, we call them as Prajapatis or the Manus or Kumara Chatustamyam or this Narada Adi. ये सारे subsequently Paramatma, Brahma के द्वारा व्यक्त हुए. And how they followed what Brahma said and how Brahma followed what Narayana said, all those kathas are there in various Puranas. In the Sthiti Kala, Narayana's all the 24 avatara. And the Pralayalaya Kala, Bhagavan Shiva in his Rudra Rupa, in his Tandava Rupa. All that. These are all Mat Katha. And in that, at our small level, to remove our dukkha, to fulfill our desires, to give what we want. These are the kathas. Where our devotion, faith towards Him grows, these are the kathas go on. All these 6 Puranas on Brahma, 6 on Vishnu, 6 on Shiva. This is how the Ashtadasha Purana. Like in Gita, 6 chapters for Karma, Yoga, 6 for Bhakti Yoga, 6 for the Jnana Yoga. Or 6 talk about Tvam-pada Shodhanam, 6 talk about the Tat-pada Shodhanam. Last 6 tell about how the Tat and Tvam are Asi, 1. Other than this, again the Upa Puranas are there. Then the Mata Rani related Puranas are there. Devi Puranas and all. So in them these kathas go on. They never give chance for their mind to say anything else other than Paramatma. Chance dene mauka do, phas jayenge Maya mein. So in those ashramas, it's a beginning onwards ki, lagao Bhagavat, ho gaya 6 mahine mein, now take another Purana. Matsa Puran lo, Markandeya Puran lo, Bhavishyat Puran lo, Bhagavat Puran lo, then Vishnu Varaha Vamana Vayu, Agninarada Linga Garda Kurmasva. Okay, ho gaya? Now take other Shastras. Even the Smriti Shastras you take, the Yoga Vasishtas and all, Bhagavad Gita also Yoga Smriti Shastra. Then take about these Itihasas, Bhagavatam, Mahabharatam, Ramayanam, the तीन Ramayana hai, famous. The Tulsi Ramayana is there, the Valmiki Ramayana is there, Adhyatma Ramayana is there. In many of the languages, in their own language, they have written the Ramayana. कोई ना कोई तो, the Molla Ramayana, the Kamba Ramayana, और उस लगे रहते हैं बस. And luckily, there's no end to the Shastras. So many are there in Sanatana Dharma. And another luck is what? After every day we forget again, therefore the same thing can be taught. Nityam matkataha sambhavanti. That is called satsanga. मौका ही नहीं देना माइंड को दुनिया को. Then only through satsanga, when we mature, then we understand other than Bhagavan nothing is real. Therefore, let us not go to the unreal imaginary world to get bound. Let us enjoy the bliss of reality. Those higher convictions come, which we are not there now. For us now, it's a tough thing. It's a very difficult work to attend satsang and do sadhana, an easy thing to go into the worldliness. At this level, our life of worldliness is like the fishes take to water. But once we understand satsanga, after keeping away the world, we know that taking the fishes to water is like taking ourselves only into satsanga. Sir Paramatma. Then that kathas also can be many ways it can happen. Guru Maharaj will give pravachanam, that is one way. The Shishyas are told to only keep on reading, others will listen another way. And it can be presented like today, tomorrow, day after, next to 10 days, Valmiki Ramayana is so beautiful, I don't know. How will I able to justify it? I am afraid. क्योंकि खत्म हो रहा है राम लीला, दुख भी है एक तरफ, अब बताएं कैसे भी वो भी. We will see that Valmiki ji taught Lavakusha the Ramayana Gana. And throughout the Ayodhya, they go everywhere, हमेशा गाते जाते हैं. So somebody does the katha in the form of Harikathas, poetries. Some of them can make a natak of it. किसी भी तरह से निरंतर राम के कथा में रहना है. Either Guru gives the pravachanam or the disciples read it out, or Guru, if he is unwell or gone somewhere, he tells the disciples, wherever he goes for that one. That the आने तक पूरा पढ़ो तुम लोग. Or rehearsal for the natak, or नहीं तो write poetry, or already poetry is there, read it out, or do the stage play. Best thing is bhajana kirtanam or the stotram. These are the various ways of always involving our antakarana in Bhagavad Katha. How beautiful they are. And these three things, Bhagavan, Bhakta and Bhakti, they are one expressed as three. Therefore, the Bhakti Mahima expression also Bhagavad Katha. Bhagavatas means Bhaktas expression or talking about them also Bhagavad Katha only. Therefore, when one side they are talking Bhagavan Mahima, उसी में ही भागवतों का आ ही जाता है. Again, they can take another special talking of only talking about the bhaktas, their difficulties, how they also were like us with all outer inner commotions, how they conquered each one of them and become such a great bhaktas, becoming adarsha to the subsequent jiva sadhakas. ये सब चलते रहते हैं. देशो नित्य महाभागेषु Matkataha sambhavanti. This is the only way to protect ourselves. Always with Bhagavan. Saguna or Nirguna. Then ta, he and ta can be two different words. Taha means those. Hitaha, he means verily. Verily, very much those kathas. Whoever listen, they get purified. This one we have answered. Or these kathas do the hita to us. Therefore, whoever are, what is the word used here? Jushatam Nrunam. Those who are going on consuming those kathas, which are happening in that ashrama by that Mahatma every day. Prapunanti agham. His illusion, delusion, confusion, depression, dejection, despondencies, along with the causes, they just wiped off. His life totally from the ignorance samsara toward the wisdom and the moksha it gets turned into. And in the entire whole universe, for the cleaning of the bhava roga samsara, there is no hospital than the sadhu santa satsanga. Let it be taken by us as immediately as possible at this very moment. Even if this first thing is not caught by us, how arrogant we are, or how distracted we are, or how lost we are in our misusing of mind and intellect, or how stupid we are getting carried away by the people who are misguiding us. We have to be very aware of it. सत्संग से सारे पाप का धुलाई होकर भगवान को हम पाएंगे। ये बात दृढ़ता से नहीं बैठा, हम दारू पी के हैं अभी भी। मदिरा ऑफ मोहा, the madira of non-thinking of mind intellect, the madira of the wrong habits, the madira of intoxicated or misguided by the otherworldly people. Even now I am pausing for myself and to you. Have you caught this point? Satsang is the only one by which all impurities go away, purity comes, qualification to know the God comes, we know the God, and we get liberated. How deeply it is going into me, that's important. Not स्वामी सुन लिया क्या है? पंछी भी सुन रहा है, बट उसको उसका कोई मतलब ही नहीं होता. When dogs also sit in the class, इनको भी कान है, they also listen, but do they understand anything? सुन लिया. In the same way, सुन लिया नहीं, अंदर ले लिया. सत्संग is not with the ears. सुनियता तमति मन चित लाए. लक्ष्मण जी को राम जी कहते हैं तुलसीनाथ, you have to listen to take it to the heart. So the total thought is, oh my dear Mahabhaga Uddhava, in those Mahabhagas, Mahatmas, Santa people's company, in their own mind always this only goes on. Around them only this goes on. What is that? Mat Kataha Sambhavanti. And whoever are Jushantam Nanam, whoever consume that, Agham Prapunanti, all their sinful life goes away. Sinful life is only one, anything other than Bhagavan. Clear how important each sloka. It's not that we understand the meaning superficially, but in detail, clearly, till we get convinced about it. Okay? Fear. Next one. What we have to do when we listen to those kathas, which really purify us, what to do for getting purification with the help of those great medicines of listening to Nirguna or Saguna Katha Bhagavan. What is that? ताये शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति ह्यनुमोदन्ति चाद्रुताः मत्पराः श्रद्धानाश्च भक्तिं विन्दन्ति ते मयि. Another very powerful, pregnant shloka with such a clarity. ताये शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति अनुमोदन्ति च आद्रुताः मत्पराः श्रद्धानाः च भक्तिं विन्दन्ति ते मयि. Then the next one, bhaktim labdhavatah sadhoho kim anyad avashishyate. Once he has become bhakta and sadhu, what else is there for him to achieve? Maya ananta gune brahmani ananda anubhavatmani. In me, the one who is of the infinite qualities and who is the nature of Atmananda, Brahmananda. Once one gets the bhakti in that, what else to achieve? Oh, इस तरह से मैं कह दूं ना, एक एक दिन दो दो चैप्टर हो जाते. But we are not rushing like that in this beautiful katha directly spoken by Bhagavan Krishna. We are going through every shloka. So tomorrow we will pay attention on these two shlokas along with the example Yatopasreyamanasya Bhagavanta Vibhavasam Shitam Bhayam Tamopyeti Sadhun Samsevatastatha. Then the last four shlokas, maybe in 2 days we will see. Then the practical aspect of that called as Upasana, भगवान के मुखारविंद से ही आएगा कि कौन से मूर्तियों को हम उपासना के लिए ले सकते हैं, खुद का कैसे तैयारी करनी है, शुरुआत क्या करना है, आगे बढ़ना कैसे. हाउ ब्यूटिफुली इन दैट बिग चैप्टर, आई बिलीव इट हैज 55 श्लोकास. In that Bhagavan is going to guide us. Then after that 2-3 chapters only where the Paratattva Nirupanam etc. happen. Then Uddhava is so much in that gratitude, joy, at the same time that dukkha of the Brahmanta, because Bhagavan is telling him, you go to Badrinath and Bhagavan will leave his body. हाउ मच और वेदांत भक्ति नो, बट भगवान का जो इस शरीर में सामने दर्शन होते हैं, उनका प्रत्यक्ष सेवा करने का आनंद, you can never replace the ananda of doing Guru's puja when he's in the body with any ananda, even though you do it at the pada puja, at the padukas or photographs. साक्षात गुरु सेवा जो फिजिकली करते हैं वो आनंद आपको अदरवाइज कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. बाकी सब आप मानते चाहोगे, इट्स ओके, but really doing the Guru Puja is nothing. You make food for Guru and serve it. It is million times better than मन में बैठकर गुरु को बिठाया और गुरु को खाना खिलाया. वो तो मजबूरी है. So he will miss that. Therefore, he feels that dukkha. And then the beautiful things. He does pradakshina to the Lord, takes his padukas, puts on his head, goes and again turns, goes and turns, again and goes and turns. Those are all very heart-touching sceneries. We are going to have after 5-6 chapters. ये हो गया 26 वाला, 27, 28, 29, 30. In these 4-5 we will see. Okay, today we'll stop here. We'll taste our Ramayana also little. See, every day Shruti is happening, Smriti is happening, Purana is happening, Itihasa is happening. महाभारत भी हो रहा है विदुर नीति के रूप में. Is it not? Shruti, the Veda is going on, Vedanta Daitya Upanishad. Then the Itihasa is going on, Ramayana, and Purana is Bhagavatam. इससे क्या, मेरे को तो इसी अंदर डूबना है. भगवान बाहर आने मत दे, इसमें डुबा दो मुझे. दिस ओनली डिजायर नाउ. Even the remaining hours where we don't have class, let the mind be only soaked in this, soaked in this. The mind will struggle for its survival. It goes on proking or projecting and all. भगवान आपको मेरे को दोनों को पता हो गया शैतान की बात. धीरे धीरे उसको ठंडा करना, शांत करना. This is our prayer. Let's continue. Sarvam Sri Krishna Chandra Charana Ravindarpanamastu. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. महात्मा लोग यूट्यूब वाले 2 मिनट में विल स्टार्ट रामायणम हिंदी में. कम बैक.